Thank you for joining me for day 10. We have a 1 hour yin today and we're going to get started in a nice wide-legged child's pose. So I think we've done this in a previous class, using your props as you need, bringing big toes to touch, knees out wide. And then we can come and rest our belly onto our bolster, reaching arms forward and just dropping left or right cheek down, or maybe forehead to the mat. And always the option to come all the way down, dropping the chest, maybe head to one of your blocks or forehead to the earth. And as always, when we first enter our mat for yin, start to direct ourselves into a state of stillness. Just observing the only movement to be our breath, the only movement to be our body beginning to open and soften as we sink deeper. So here in your child's, just scanning from your fingertips all the way down to your tailbone. And as you do so, softening as you use your breath to start to release tension from your body. And for the next hour, we're giving back to our spleen. And the function of the spleen is it fights invading germs in the blood as it holds our white blood cells. It controls the level of blood cells and filters the blood, removing old or damaged red blood cells. The spleen is located in the upper left side of the abdomen, just next to your stomach and behind the left rib cage. Starting to send your breath here, focusing more on the breath, drawing into the left rib cage, starting to create space and draw energy towards the spleen. Drawing awareness to the spleen. Drawing intention to your spleen to nourish. Just finding our box breath here. Maybe you choose to keep your awareness on this area of your abdomen, just upper left rib cage next to the stomach. Maybe you want to follow the belly as we inhale for a count of 4. We're going to hold the breath at the top for a count of 4. And then we exhale for a count of 4 and hold the breath out for a count of 4. So taking a breath to prepare, inhale, releasing on your exhale. And then inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, we hold out, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Let's continue with your own count. Maybe you extend the breath to rounds of 6 or round of 8. And if you're on one cheek, just making sure you switch to the opposite side to balance out through our neck. I'm starting to release your counts. Allow your breath to be, maybe this time it's naturally a little slower, a little softer. Feeling the tailbone sink heavier back towards the heels. 3 more breaths here to hold. And walking the hands back in towards the knees, we're going to find a rebound on our back. You're welcome to find your belly if you want to drape over the bolster. Or as you know, we bring knees over bolster, bend in the knees, or legs can come straight. And still here, just witnessing the natural breath flowing through the body in stillness. Here we come to find our spleen channel. So as always, we can visualize this. We can just sense the chi running through this channel. So the spleen channel starts inside the big toe. It runs inside of the foot, circles inside the ankle and shin. It runs just inside the liver meridian and enters the abdominal cavity, just above the pubic bone. Here it connects to the spleen, and then stomach. The main branch comes to the surface and runs up the chest to the throat, where it again enters the body. And going to the root of the tongue, where it then spreads out. Following that channel, the inside of big toe, inside of foot, inside of ankle, up the inside of the shin, inside of the leg, into the pubic bone, all the way up towards the spleen, through the stomach, coming back to the surface and up the chest to the throat, where it again enters the body, going to the root of the tongue, where it spreads out on the tongue. Just a couple of more breaths here with that spleen channel, sensing, visualizing. And taking it nice and slow, coming to roll onto your side. And gently peeling yourself up to find a seat. So we're going to find our butterfly fold. I suggest, as always, if you find it hard to be seated on the earth, grabbing 1 or 2 blocks to place underneath you here. We are bringing the soles of our feet together and allowing our knees to drop out to the side. Another option is to use your 2 blocks and place your blocks underneath the knees, maybe bolster underneath you, maybe back against the wall. And we also can place the bolster over our thighs to support us as we fold forward. Always taking that option to stack the fists, rest foreheads on fist, or pile up blocks. Grab anything you need in your home. It's going to make you super comfy here. We're going to have a bit of a longer hold in this one. So not trying to dive too deep too soon. Slowly letting the body unravel, feeling that opening of the spleen meridian through the inner thighs. That contraction through the chest as we fold inwards. And maybe as time goes on, you choose to remove some of your props if you can feel your body starting to open. Got 90 more seconds here. Nice big exhale breaths. Letting go of any hold through hip flexors. Releasing lower back. Soft all the way to the fingertips. Arms are heavy like an anchor, drawing the torso down. No pushing or pulling, just the weight of gravity softening in the body. Three more breaths. you are ready, we're going to pull ourselves out super gently. So removing any blocks underneath the knees and just guiding the knees back in towards one another. And here we're going to come back down onto our backs and just find a gentle twist to rebound, moving your props off to the side. And pulling both of your knees in towards your chest. And taking the arms out into a T position, just dropping both of the knees over towards, maybe gaze to the and dropping them over to the left. And then rising the knees back through center. Maybe a little circling, just massaging through the lower back. And we're coming back to be seated. Slowly rolling to your side. Next we're creating a bit of a hammock with the bolster. Or a recliner with the bolster. We can keep it flat on the mat, or we can bring a block underneath to bring it up a little bit higher. It'll take the intensity out of this pose the higher it is. So we're finding our saddle pose. First option is to do one leg at a time. So glutes come right up towards the base of the bolster. We're not sitting on the bolster. We're bending into the right knee. Heel comes beside right glute. Left leg is long. And we lean ourselves back. Nice opening through the chest. Option to do both legs. You'll be holding it for a little longer because we'll obviously do each side. So we're doing both legs. We can bend into the knees, sit inside of the heels, and then we lie ourselves back. And so just feeling what height feels good for you. If it feels a bit yucky in your lower back, place one of your blocks at the base of your bolster and you can sit on your block, and that will just take the deep arch out of your lower back. So you can choose to rest the arms up and overhead or out to the side. If you have any shoulder injuries and that doesn't feel good, you're more than welcome to just focus on the lower body and just keep arms on your belly, arms down by your side. But again, trying to feel into the difference of discomfort or pain. 2 more minutes on your single leg if you have a single leg. And a glorious 6 more minutes here on your back if you're double-legged. And here just starting to switch to the other side. Just roll against or roll towards the bent leg first to re-lengthen, to switch to the opposite knee. If you're on your back, if you're propped, maybe you can decrease the incline. It's always the option to come all the way down onto your back. And you've got just 2 more minutes here. sensing the tongue, noticing if it's resting on top of the mouth. You can just allow it to drop. The tongue that holds the end of our spleen meridian, just allow it to relax. Taking 3 more deep breaths. Being really, really careful as you begin to exit. Grounding the hands beside you to press your torso up. If you're all the way down on your back, maybe finding forearms first and elbows to press. If you're on your side, again, finding that roll in towards the bent knee and coming to make your way to our rebound. This one might feel a little bit better on your back, but if you are feeling belly, you're more than welcome to. It'll feel really nice to have support underneath the knees for this one if you want to pop your cushion under your knees. And from this rebound, we rise to make our way into our next pose. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So next up we are finding our frog pose, everyone's favourite. If you haven't done this before, that's okay, I'm sure you're going to love it too. We're bringing our bolster underneath our tummy to begin. And we're taking our knees out nice and wide. And then we're flexing the toes outwards, so making a frog-like shape with the legs. Starting to send your weight more so back slightly as you come to lower the belly down onto the bolster. Now we can again incline the bolster, so maybe choose to pop a prop under your cushions to bring it a little closer to your belly. Maybe you don't have a prop at all and you feel nice and open through your hips. So when you're ready, making your way down into your frog pose. And this is definitely a jaw clencher, so being mindful of that. Can you soften your jaw? Maybe just taking your mind out of the body a little as we come to talk through the emotions, as we come to talk through the experiences that the spleen holds within our channels, within this organ. Abundance, adaptability, clarity, cleansing, confusion, digestion, focus, integrity, nourishment, protection, purification, receiving, rhythms, self-love, self-worth, subconscious mind, thinking, and worry. All experiences, emotions, sensations of those listed affecting the function, the harmony of our spleen. If this feels a little too much for you, you can find tadpole at any time, bringing your toes to touch, so just like a really nice big wide child's pose. If you're feeling okay, just slowly allowing the knees to continue to open a little wider. Maybe the hips soften more, shoulders soft. Again, come back to the tongue, softening the tongue. Keeping the breath smooth. We've got another 90 seconds here, super long holds today. Spleen being or playing a major part in our immunity. We know we can strengthen our immunity when we let the body rest. Let the body use all of that energy that we exert into healing and rebalancing when we find rest. And counting 5 super smooth breaths here. Maybe allow that breath to swirl around your pelvis, your inner thighs, your hip flexors. And can you slow the exit of the breath? Just thinking about how you wish to exit. This one can feel really nice to draw forward on your belly if your chest is quite low to the earth. Otherwise, do walk your hands back in towards your hips, press into the mat, take the weight in the hands to gently start to bring the feet back together, walk the knees back together. And finding this time a nice long rebound on your belly. Placing the bolster underneath the hips or towards the lower abdomen, taking all the weight of the pelvis. Then hands come beside the shoulders, we press up. We're just making our way to our back, so just a gentle roll over onto your back. And just drawing knees into your chest here. A little rock from side to side. And finding our happy baby pose. So option to just keep hands to the knees out wide, allow them to drop down beside the rib cage. Or you can flex the feet, send the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing onto the toes or the blade edges of the feet. Also option here to hold onto the ankles. Lifting the head, tucking the chin, shoulder blades heavy in towards the mat. And as time goes on, we just allow that tailbone to draw a little closer down towards the earth. I've got 2 more minutes here. Coming back to the jaw again in this pose, softening tongue. Slow in breath. And slowly releasing wherever you've got your hands bound, releasing knees back in towards one another. We do have an option which will feel like a really nice counterbalance to bring feet width distance of your mat. Just allow the knees to knock in together. And you can choose to remain like this or extend the legs out long. We're going to find a nice long rest for today's practice. Again, supporting that immunity, really allowing the body to let go. Allowing the body to recharge its energy to be used in that harmonizing, that creation of equilibrium within the body. So as you make your way to find stillness, using your props to support you as you need on your back. Choosing to either bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly as we come back to that box breath that we found at the beginning, this time on our spine, our back. You're welcome to keep your hands down by your side if that feels more comfortable for you. But if hands are on your belly, I want you to start to feel your breath moving underneath your palms. Maybe first just playing with not controlling the breath. Feeling your body being breathed, not being the breather. How amazing it is that we're always being breathed. That life force energy keeping us all linked, all alive. And just starting to control your breath as you inhale into your belly and into your heart. And exhaling from the heart, exhaling from the belly. Inhaling into belly, inhaling into heart. Exhaling from heart, exhaling from belly. Just sticking with that rhythm as we find a count. We inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And just allowing your breath to return back to its natural pace, natural rhythm, becoming the one who's being breathed. Observing sensations in your body, maybe memories or visuals that pop up as we recite the consciousness of the spleen. Just observing, no attachment. It's becoming the witness of these feelings that arise or show up, or maybe nothing happens at all. Abundance. Adaptability, clarity, cleansing, confusion, digestion, focus, integrity, nourishment, protection, purification, receiving, rhythms, self-love, self-worth, subconscious mind, thinking, worry. Taking a deep breath in. And just releasing as a whole. Finding stillness here, allowing your body time to integrate the medicine of your practice in support of your spleen. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. And from this deep breath, staying for longer, just being really slow as you start to bring your awareness back into your body, noticing any sensations, not moving just yet. Maybe you can hear the sounds of the daintree, hearing the insects as the sun's setting. And choosing to stay just as you are if you wish, or if you wish to finish your practice seated, really slowly finding a wiggle through your fingers, through your toes. Rock of your head from side to side. And you may not be able to see me anymore. We didn't quite beat the sun going down, but you probably didn't even see the sunset. You would have been blissed out on your back. If you wish to rise, you can start to find your seat. And bringing palms to touch, thumbs to third eye center, repeating in your mind, I create my own reality. Bringing thumbs to your lips, I speak my truth. Bringing thumbs to your heart, I follow my heart. Really going slow into the rest of your day 10, remembering to take rest if you feel you need, not overexerting yourself too much today, nourishing your spleen, your immunity, so that you have the strength to fight out for anything that is not going to serve your body. So thank you for joining me very much. Happy day 10. Namaste.